Check out this clip from Neighborly Discourse with Billy and Steve.
Everybody's ripping her. On both sides, they're ripping her, and not only are they ripping her, they're saying that she should be prosecuted and put in jail for saying those things.
Why?
That's the question. Why? Why? What's actually happening? That what vein is she touching? What muscle is she touching that got everyone saying, hey, why are you talking so loud about this? Shut up, man. Shut up. What's happening?
Maybe it's COVID part 2. Some of them saw how much money they can make by ruining the world, and they figure, hey, man, we need to jump in on this. Let's get part 2 going. Sound the alarm.
Sound the alarm. And listen, and MBF will hear this and say, you guys don't...
No, he's not allowed to listen anymore.
This dude will listen and say, you guys don't know what you're talking about. This is too complicated. This is too over your head. But if the common people, there should be nothing going on that in our government, and for the most part, that they can't explain to us in simple terms and allow us to make a decision on it. There should be nothing. And I can tell you this straight up, Billy. The idea that we have chemical plants in other countries, I know number one reason we're doing that is because we have laws in this country that won't allow us to do it, right? But then number two, the amount that we have. Mm-hmm. Why do we have so much? What are we trying to do?
I don't know, man. But I'm the guy trying to reach. That comes across my TV, I change the channel. I don't have time for that.
And I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad, because I actually put a note here about that. I put a note here. I, for the longest time, have been mad at the Democrats. Yeah. Okay? And I'm mad at them for obvious reasons, because they're moving so far left and they're crazy, stupid stuff, right? That's obvious. But I realized this weekend, reading different articles and listening to different things, I realized that at least the Democrats stand for something. These leftists. Yeah. They're saying, like, look, we want to scorch earth. We want to rule the world. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We want you guys to be our footstool. So this is what we're going to do. Yeah. Right? So even though I don't like what they're doing, I don't agree with it.
You know what they're doing.
I know what they're doing. They're not trying to hide it. It's all good. Right? And then you got the people like me who are just like railing against it, and I'm paying attention to every move they make, and I'm calling it out, trying to say, shining a flashlight, whatever the case may be, right? But then we have the libertarians of the world. And, of course you're under that umbrella. The libertarians of the world.
The smart people of the world, yeah.
And I realized that the libertarians of the world are just as complicit. The other day I was railing against the church being fake and not being real, and I said that they're responsible for where we are. Mm-hmm. Okay, so in that same bucket, I'm going to throw the libertarians. Because the libertarian says this, leave me alone. Yeah. Me and my family, I don't care what you do, you're trying to say, just leave me alone. As long as you don't come for me and my family, we're all good. Did I misspeak? Am I on point?
Honestly, I don't know. That's my philosophy.
Well, I think the libertarian is.
Honestly, I don't know. Okay. But to me, it's, just leave me alone.
And so that's in this world, in this connective world that we live in, right? Where if you drop a pin here, the ripple effects is halfway across the world, right? Yeah. That no longer applies. That no longer can be standard mode of operation, because if you say leave me alone and you stick your head in the sand, or if you don't pay attention to what's going on around you, if you don't make noise and say, hey, like, I know you're not in my front door, but you're in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So get out my neighborhood. If you don't push against that, at the first sign,
So how do you push against it?
In general, well, let's use abortion for example. Let's just use that example. Never give room for abortion. Fight it tooth and nail. Never, as soon as the Supreme Court said said that 1973 said that it was a constitutional right. From that moment, as a country, we should have unified and said, well, maybe not as a country, because you still had the Democrats who wanted it, but everybody else should have railed against it and made a concerted effort to say this will not stand.
How?
How?
You can say all the stuff. You say how. How do you do it?
just like what's happening in the last few months, where you have laws on the books that are challenging that the constitutionality of that law.
Okay.
And so put politicians in place that are going to say,
same
we're not
question.
doing that.
How?
By voting.
Okay. Who do I vote for?
First, you cultivate.
No. Who do I vote for? Billy. I vote Republican. I have no other choice. So you can't come in with that. You should just, your argument right now, bro, just stop it.
No. Hold on.
Everything you say is right. I don't care about abortion. I don't care about that stuff.
So you're saying you're doing all you can do is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to go rail out in the streets about it. That's not for me.
Okay.
I can vote who I can vote for. Now I looked at Arizona. I looked at, I can't think of one other one. Arizona specifically. At one point in time, Trump lost by like 20,000 votes.
Okay.
The Libertarians had 35,000 votes. If you didn't have, like, it's just one thing the Democrats do not do. They do not allow for another party.
They don't split their votes.
They do not.
Right.
Independent, predominantly conservative. Libertarian, conservative. Reform Party, kind of conservative. All of these are conservative.
So you're saying
you were liberal, you were nothing else.
His margin of victory was right there.
It was there.
So you know you
yeah, I get it.
Okay.
Doesn't change who I am. I don't care about those other things. They don't pertain to me. How it pertains to me is if I have to vote for it. I'm not, right now, there's no strong third party. By voting for a Libertarian, I'm giving my vote to a Democrat.
Right.
So I'm not doing that. I'm going to vote for a Republican. That's the only thing I can do. And if everyone else realizes that, they're never going to get another party. If you do, again, the closest we got was independent, and Bob Dole lost because everybody split between Dole or Bush.
Bush won.
Yeah.
And Dole. No. I'm sorry.
Clinton won. Yeah.
Right.
You can't do it. So even this time around now, they voted for Libertarians, and one state for guaranteed it was Arizona or maybe Nevada. I can't guarantee it now. But one of those, you lost by 20,000, 30,000 were Libertarian. That's a problem.
So listen, I just want to make sure.
You can have your principles, but you can't vote that way.
So just to be clear, we are on the same page with this.
No.
Okay, where do we differ?
It's not my fault.
Okay, but you're internalizing, you're making personal. I'm talking about libertarians as a group.
Who voted for Libertarians? Yeah,
right.
they're, you have to see what's bigger. You have to see the writing on the wall.
That's
you're
the point.
throwing your vote away.
Right, that's the point I'm making. I'm saying that we have to be in lockstep. We have to say crazy, non-crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?